You've already achieved the goals that you said would make you happy. So if you think that leaving here today, Glenn, that was a cool talk, man. I feel you. But in my line of work, I've been there. I've been doing this for a long time. I know what you're thinking. But in my line of work, but you've already achieved the things you said make you happy. I'm not putting anything on you. You might be in the best place in your life, and if you are, thank God. But if you are not, and everything that you said would make you happy, you've already achieved those things, and you're still trying to figure that thing out, I'm going to ask you to think about what's going to happen when you leave here today. I'm going to ask you how you're going to lock in to the next session that comes up and the next session that comes up, locking in to try and take a gem or a jewel away, something that can activate you for your life, to live better and lead better in your life. Because this is, again, not outside in work, it's what? Inside out work. What are you going to activate? So, it's decision time. Anybody grow up in the South? Or just show of hands, grow up in the South? Okay. You remember, anybody go to church in the South? I'm not trying to get anybody out. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Go to church in the South? You remember when the minister right halfway, mid through, say, oh, it's giving time. Yeah. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to. I saw somebody was like, oh, hold on. It's going to go out the back. No. It's not giving. It's decision time. It's decision time. What decision will you make? What decision will you make about your life and what you're going to activate when you leave here today? We are all getting a day older after today, God willing. God willing, tomorrow will be a day you will wake up in the morning, and I will ask you to ask yourself the question, not the big, extraordinary act of change in your life, just one thing. Just one. What's that one thing that you'll do? Even if it's not for you, maybe it's the person that you need to tell them, hey, I've been thinking about you. Maybe you just got to get the courage up and start small. Just tell the person that you've been thinking about and that you've been thinking, I need to tell them that I love you. I'm a big believer in affirmation. Just got to affirm sometimes who you are. So I want you to, we're going to do it a little different this time. Last time we did this, we just let it rip, but there's so many people in here, we don't want to you don't have all day, right? We got a little time. But 5 things, and don't just put, I'm a husband. Don't do that. I'm a father, I'm a mother, I'm a good friend. No. I want you to put 5 things, right? 5 things I am committed to people, loving people. That's me. I'm just committed to it. I'm committed to it, right? Right? I believe, right? My motto, I am a believer in trusting God, having fun, right? Right? And inspiring others. Use that example. Just I am. Whatever you are. It can be something difficult. I am working wholeheartedly on being a better person. Is that love is already in the room. You may say, I don't want to bring love into the workplace because it's kind of touchy-feely, but I will tell you something. Love is already in the room. Love sits in this room right now. When you woke up this morning, you woke up on love. Not on purpose, on love. You did. And you brought it here today. So if you brought it here today, that means all of your colleagues are bringing it to work. All of your patients and clients and community residents are bringing it in every room they step into. The question, though, is how do we pull that love out? How do we pull it out? How do we get folks comfortable to know that you already have it in you? Let's go ahead and let it out so that we can actually reach heights that we probably never imagined we could reach. That's my experience. That's the 25 years of being in all sorts of rooms, doing all types of work, from epidemiology to government, finance, to working at Target. You ever heard of Target? Target, it's still expensive. Target, yeah, doing all those kinds of things. And hard work actually started at Target. I like to say it started at a retail store. It did. Hard work started because I looked out into my team of 200 people and I said, I don't think leadership should be standardized. I don't think it should be, we come in, we tell you what to do, you do it, and we go home. It doesn't feel right anymore. And it didn't feel right. And so at Target, we began to kind of mess around and play around with this idea of, if we just came in as our most authentic and natural selves, I think most of y'all are probably kind, loving people. If just the community is watching. And when you don't keep your promise to yourself, it gives them permission to not keep their promise to you. Commitment and consistency. Commitment and consistency.